Did you know that some of the quiet, unnoticed choices you make every morning could be slowly eroding your health? These aren't loud, obvious mistakes, like skipping a doctor's visit or ignoring a warning sign. No, they're the small, everyday routines you've carried for years, maybe decades, without a second thought. Habits that feel as familiar as your favorite chair or the sound of your neighborhood waking up. But over time, these seemingly innocent patterns can carve deep grooves into your well-being, draining your energy, clouding your mind, and even shortening the vibrant years you have left. For so many older adults across America, these mistakes don't come from neglect or indifference. They happen because no one ever paused to say, "There's a better way." Today, we're going to shine a light on 4 silent morning habits that could be holding you back. Habits that doctors and researchers have tied to exhaustion, falls, memory struggles, and even chronic conditions. This isn't about fear or blame. It's about truth, hope, and the power you have to rewrite your mornings. By the end of this, you'll not only know what to avoid, but how to replace these habits with ones that lift you up, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Stick with me, because some of these might surprise you, and one could be the key to why your days feel heavier than they should. Let's begin. Number 1. Ignoring water, the quiet thief of vitality. Picture this. You wake up in your cozy home. Maybe it's a little bungalow in Boise, Idaho, or an apartment overlooking the bustle of Charlotte, North Carolina. The sun's just peeking through the curtains, and your first thought is coffee, the news, or getting the day started. But what if I told you that skipping a simple glass of water first thing is like asking your body to run a marathon with no fuel? It sounds too small to matter, but for folks over 60, this oversight can unravel your whole day. Take Margaret, 79, a retired teacher from Savannah, Georgia. 4 years, she'd roll out of bed, shuffle to the kitchen, and brew her coffee. Black, no sugar, just like her dad used to make. But by mid-morning, she'd feel this fog settle in, her head heavy, her legs unsteady. She blamed age, chalking it up to getting older. Her daughter insisted she see a doctor. Test after test, heart, thyroid, even memory screens, came back clear. Then one day, a nurse asked, "Are you drinking water when you wake up?" Margaret hadn't thought about it. After 8 hours of sleep, her body was parched, her cells thirsty, her blood sluggish, her heart straining to keep up. She started keeping a mason jar of water by her bed, sipping it slowly before her feet even hit the floor. Within days, that fog lifted. She felt sharper, steadier, like a piece of herself had come back. Here's the science. As you age, your body's ability to hold on to water weakens. Overnight, you lose fluid through breath and sweat, and by morning, you're starting at a deficit. For seniors, dehydration isn't just dry lips, it's confusion, dizziness, constipation, even a higher risk of falls. And unlike when you were 30, your thirst signal fades with age. You might not feel it until it's too late. So tomorrow, before the coffee, before the TV, reach for that water. Let it be your first gift to yourself, a small act of care that says, "I'm worth it." Because a strong day doesn't start with caffeine, it starts with giving your body what it's been begging for. Number 2. Popping pills without a buffer, a risk you don't see coming. Let's talk about something millions do without a second thought. Waking up, reaching for the pill bottle, and swallowing their meds with a quick gulp of water, or worse, nothing at all. It's autopilot, right? The doctor said, "Morning," so you do it. But for too many older adults, taking medications on an empty stomach isn't just a minor misstep, it's a slow-motion crash waiting to happen. Meet James, 73, a former mechanic from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He'd spent his life fixing engines, raising 3 kids, and tending a garden that won local awards. Every morning, he'd take his blood pressure pills and arthritis meds before breakfast, proud of sticking to his routine. But then he started feeling off, dizzy spells that made him grip the counter, nausea that killed his appetite. One morning, he stumbled getting out of the shower and barely caught himself. His wife, Linda, dragged him to the clinic. The doctor's question was simple: "Are you eating before those pills?" James wasn't. Turns out, those meds were hitting his empty stomach like a sledgehammer, dropping his blood pressure too fast and irritating his gut. The fix: a slice of toast or a handful of almonds before his dose. Suddenly, the dizziness faded, and he could stand tall again. As you age, your stomach slows down, and your sensitivity to medications ramps up. Pills that worked fine in your 50s can now throw you off balance, literally. Blood pressure meds, painkillers, even vitamins can cause trouble without food to soften their impact. Falls aren't just accidents, they're the leading cause of ER visits for seniors, and this habit could be a hidden trigger. So try this. Keep a little snack by your bedside, a cracker, a piece of fruit, something small. Pair it with your meds, and give your body a cushion. It's not just about avoiding a fall, it's about starting your day with strength, not a stumble. If this resonates, drop number 2 in the comments. I'd love to know you're with me. Number 3. Racing out of bed. A split-second risk with lasting echoes. Mornings can feel like a call to action. The alarm buzzes, the dog's whining, or maybe you just want to beat the stiffness before it sets in. So you swing your legs over the bed, push up fast, and go. But what if those first rushed seconds are the most dangerous of your day? For older adults, leaping out of bed isn't just eagerness. It's a gamble with your balance, your safety, and your independence. Consider Evelyn, 82, a widow living in a quiet suburb of Portland, Oregon. She'd always been a morning person, up at dawn to water her roses or bake bread for her grandkids. One chilly February morning, she swung out of bed like always, ready to face the day. But this time, the room tilted. Her vision blurred, her legs buckled, and she hit the floor hard, cracking her wrist. Months of casts and therapy followed, and she still tears up when she talks about it. Not just the pain, but the fear of losing the life she loved. Her doctor explained it. As you age, your blood pressure doesn't adjust as fast. Stand too quickly, and it drops, leaving you dizzy or worse. Evelyn's fall wasn't old age. It was a habit she could have changed. This isn't rare. Falls steal more than mobility. They take confidence, freedom, the joy of a life you've built. But here's the beauty, you can stop it. Tomorrow, when you wake, don't rush. Sit up slow. Flex your feet, roll your shoulders, breathe deep. Give your body a minute to catch up. Then stand, steady, and step into your day. Those 30 seconds aren't a delay, they're a shield. Because every morning you rise safely is a morning you keep living fully. Number 4. Starting with sugar, a sweet trap that drags you down. Breakfast is personal, isn't it? Maybe it's the cereal you've loved since childhood, a Danish from the bakery down the street, or toast slathered with jam. It's comfort, a warm start to the day. But for too many seniors, that sugary kick is a false friend, lifting you up only to drop you harder, sapping your energy and clouding your spirit. Take Robert, 76, a retired firefighter from Akron, Ohio. He'd start every morning with a bowl of Frosted Flakes and a glass of OJ, a ritual that felt like a hug from his past. But by 10 a.m., he'd be slumped in his recliner, eyes heavy, mood sour. He thought it was just retirement blues until his son, a nurse, suggested swapping the sugar for scrambled eggs and a slice of whole grain toast. Robert grumbled at first. Where's the joy in that? But after a week, he couldn't believe it. No crash, no fog, just steady energy that carried him through the day. His joints even ached less. Here's why: your metabolism slows with age, and sugar spikes hit harder. That bowl of cereal or pastry sends your blood sugar soaring, then crashing, stressing your pancreas, tiring your brain, and raising risks for diabetes or heart trouble. Seniors who lean on carbs and sweets often feel it: irritability, sluggishness, a mind that won't focus. Over years, it's not just a bad morning, it's a quieter threat to your health. The fix: balance. Try eggs with spinach, yogurt with berries, or oatmeal with a sprinkle of nuts. It's not about perfection, it's about fuel that lasts, food that honors the body you've carried this far. If this hits home, comment number 4. I'd love to hear from you. So here we are, for habits laid bare: skipping water, rushing pills, leaping out of bed, loading up on sugar. They're not dramatic sins, they're whispers of routine you might not even notice. But they matter. Maybe you see yourself in Margaret's fog, James's stumble, Evelyn's fall, or Robert's crash. Or maybe it's just one small piece that slipped into your days. The question is, what will you do with this? You don't need a grand overhaul. Imagine this instead: tomorrow, you wake in your home. Maybe it's a farmhouse in Iowa or a condo in Phoenix, and you choose different. You sip water first, feeling it wake your body gently. You nibble a bite before your meds, steadying yourself. You rise slow, honoring your balance. You eat a breakfast that fuels, not drains. These aren't chores, they're promises to yourself: I want to feel alive. I want to stay sharp. I want to be here, fully, for the people and moments I love. Your mornings aren't just time, they're the heartbeat of your day. At this stage of life, you've earned the right to mornings that hold you up, not wear you down. So take it slow, choose wisely, and remember, the tiniest shifts can echo the loudest. Longevity isn't just more years, it's richer ones, built one morning at a time. Thank you for being here. Drop a comment below. Share one thing that moved you today, or how you'll tweak your routine. Your voice matters to us. It's fuel for this journey we're on together. If this spoke to you, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Your support keeps us going, bringing you stories and truths to light up your days. See you in the next one.